All right, this next thing I want to talk about, and I don't know, the article might be screwed up. It's actually, I saw it in the New York Times, but it's this. You may have to Google it because it's paywalled, and I don't even remember if we have the New York Times or not. See if you can read it. You can't read it either. Okay, so this is this crazy story about influencers being approached by an unknown influencer marketing agency asking them to promote to not promote, but do the opposite, to criticize the Pfizer vaccine. So some agency, which had a London address, apparently, again, this is just a crazy story. Who knows what's what? But they were listed as being a London-based public relations agency. And simultaneously, a bunch of influencers received requests to write posts about the deadliness of the Pfizer vaccine. And somehow they found out that one another had all received this, and they started sharing information. I guess they went to the publications and got the story out. The agency was by the name Fazze Fazi or Faz. And as they started to investigate, they linked it to some LinkedIn accounts and determined that there was some sort of Russia connection, and they weren't based in London. And as the story started to propagate from the New York Times and others about what was going on, a lot of it vanished. The social media accounts for the agency went offline. A lot of the accounts on LinkedIn vanished. Apparently, the offer was 2,000 euros, and it was a partnership that required the influencer to criticize the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. What a weird... And they have the posts to share all these influencers. Some of these influencers, millions of followers.
Wow.
What would be the incentive in this case? To promote a different vaccine, or so that people would avoid it?
Maybe a different vaccine in a different country.
Very, very interesting. The messages from the so-called Phase agency in broken English urged the social media influencers to create posts and videos on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram to explain that the death rate among the vaccinated with Pfizer is 3 times higher than those vaccinated by AstraZeneca.
Huh.
What?
Conspiracy.
Well, I don't even. Does it need to be a conspiracy, or
it might be like some sort of competitor.
Could it be
vaccine.
a one-off, like a troll, or no? Because I guess somebody could have called them out and asked for the money.
Sure. Right?
If they actually did it. So then it does seem to be that something bigger than that. If they actually were sending payments. I wonder if anybody... I don't know. It's probably impossible to track them down at this point, but a very bizarre development. It has the influencer angle, so I'm used to getting all kinds of crazy requests, although this one would trump every request if I were to be one of the individuals targeted. However, that's another interesting point. They were only targeting people in France and Germany and Europe.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might be some sort of competitor vaccine manufacturer.
Well, that's quite an accusation, Will.
It could be. I don't know.
Imagine, I mean...
Would you look into it if you got this email?
I would be so curious, man.
Yeah, you would, right?
I would be so curious. That's how it is. When you're dealing with a crime or something, you're looking for motive. You're trying to figure out, who does this benefit? And I'm sure people in the comments over here are going to have all kinds of ideas about who could benefit if these type of stories got out there. But for how long could it go on? Imagine the backlash if these influencers start posting this stuff. They don't know anything about this stuff, and they start posting this stuff. Very interesting. Anyway, I don't know. You can check it out if you care, if you find that, if you want to do further investigation yourself.